The truly wicked and highly dangerous killer of student Anuj Bidve has been sentenced to life in prison with a minimum term of 30 years before he is eligible for parole. Kieran Stapleton, 21, who had referred to himself in court as Psycho, was convicted of murdering the 23-year-old Indian postgraduate student in the early hours of Boxing Day of a random and unprovoked shooting at close range as he walked to the sales in Manchester city centre. A jury took just 90 minutes on Thursday to decide he was guilty. On Friday morning, Mr. Justice King, the trial judge, passed sentence at Manchester Crown Court. The judge said Stapleton had committed a truly wicked act and was highly dangerous and posed a high risk of serious harm to other people. He told Stapleton, "In my judgment, this was no impulsive act on your part. It was a piece of cold-blooded, controlled aggression." He said Stapleton had shown the most callous disregard for his victim in laughing and smirking after he shot him, and also through his behavior during the trial, when he frequently grinned and laughed in the dock. He said Stapleton would serve a minimum term of 30 years, and only then will you be released if you are deemed not to be a risk to the public. You have behaved in a way demonstrating that you were positively boastful about having killed Mr. Bidve, the judge said. Stapleton's only reaction to the sentence was to nod as he was led from the dock, and then gestured with a hand towards his family in the public gallery as if to say, "Chin up." Bidve, a postgraduate microelectronics student at Lancaster University, had been walking through Salford in the early hours to avoid the queues in the Boxing Day sales at Manchester city centre. The group of friends were approached by Stapleton, who asked them the time. One of them replied that it was 1:30 a.m, and the killer pulled out a gun and shot Anuj Bidve in the head for no apparent reason. While on the run from police 2 days later, Stapleton had a teardrop tattooed on his cheek, which can signify that the bearer has killed someone. At an earlier hearing, he had admitted manslaughter on the grounds of diminished responsibility, but the plea was rejected by the prosecution and the case went to trial. During his first appearance before magistrates, he said his name was Psycho Stapleton.